Why, hi there. I'm Whack Job, and this right here is my mad twatter, and he's happy to see you. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. Well, I'm here because for today and for the next 31 days, we are going to play 31. But there's a catch to this series. Yes, this year, we're not just reviewing any horror movies at random, but we're going to review, Random Ross is going to review all movies that are from the Halloween, from the Friday the 13th, and from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Yes, every installment of those franchises ever made, which have 31 movies in total, so he's going to be quite busy. So, buckle up, because it's going to be a big one. Oh yes. And I'll see you at the end of this and see who survives. Good luck.
Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to a brand new series of 31. So, as you know, it's the month of October, and, well, it's the Halloween season, and for every year so far, for a full 31 days, I've reviewed horror films throughout October. But this year, I'm doing a different approach. This year I'm going to review, well, as the title says, the 3 slashers. So I'm going to review every Halloween movie, every Friday the 13th movie, and every A Nightmare on Elm Street movie ever made. So, it's day 1, so let's begin where it all began, where I review the 1978 classic, you guessed it, Halloween. Yes. We're starting off with Halloween, and we're going to review all these films in chronological order. So I'm not going to review like a full franchise constantly. I'm going to review like tomorrow I'll review Friday the 13th because that came out before Halloween 2. Anyway, Halloween, written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, and directed by John Carpenter, starring Donald Pleasence, Jamie Lee Curtis, PJ Soles, Nancy Loomis, and Nick Castle. So, yeah, basically, if you're a horror fan as I am, you know the story now. Yes, you know, the story of Micheal Myers. I'll just give you a quick rundown because you should know it. So yeah, Halloween night, 1963, little Micheal Myers kills his older sister Judith Myers, gets locked away for 15 years in Smith's Grove Sanitarium, escapes 15 years later in Halloween 1978, and returns home to Haddonfield where he targets three girls, Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, Linda, what's her name? Come on. Linda Van Der Kolk, played by PJ Soles, and Annie Beckett, played by Nancy Loomis. So, and Dr. Sam Loomis, played by Donald Pleasence, has to stop Michael before he kills. And that is played by Donald Pleasence. And of course, he has to stop the Shape, Micheal Myers, from, well, he has to stop him, played by Nick Castle. And of course, we all know the whole outcome of that. Michael kills Laurie's two friends, Linda and Annie and Linda, and then he tries to kill Laurie. Dr. Loomis comes at the last minute, shoots Michael down, and he falls backwards, and then we see Michael laying there lifeless. Then we look again and he's gone, which is now an overdone horror cliche, but at the time that was something new. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of the plot, so let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, the likes. I like this film. I mean, what slasher fan doesn't? I think this was definitely one of the early ones of its kind. I mean, yeah, we had Psycho, or should I say Peeping Tom, that started the whole slasher genre thing off first, and then we had some others after, followed by Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, before we came to 1978 where we see Halloween. And I like that this set the cliches in motion for what we use now, which to this day has been overused now. But back then it was something new, you know, the virgin survives, the trollop dies, and, you know, etc. So, yeah, this created the modern slasher, to how we know it as today. So yeah, I like the performances our leads gave in this, from Donald Pleasence playing Dr. Loomis, and Jamie Lee Curtis playing Laurie Strode, and, you know, PJ Soles and Nancy Loomis as the supports. We also had the other character, Sheriff Beckett, played by Charles Kryper. So yeah, we see them lot in it. I even like the child actors they had for this, playing Lindsay Wallace and Tommy Doyle, Kyle Richards and Brian Andrews. Kyle Richards. Odd name for a woman, but alright. Yeah. They were great child actors. They were great in this. But of course, you know, we got to give credit to Nick Castle, who played Micheal Myers in this film. You know, and in this he was credited as the Shape. And of course, I don't need to tell you all now that, yeah, it was a Don Post Captain Kirk mask, painted the face white, made the eye holes bigger, took the sideburns off, messed up the hair. I don't need to tell that to you, because the film was done on a tight budget, and they were going to go with a clown mask, but in the end they settled with that one, and I'm glad they went with that in the end. I liked this, you know, Michael. I know I keep saying I liked it, but I do. Michael was, you know, quite chilling in this, especially with that heavy breathing, and of course he does some creative kills, such as Linda's boyfriend Bob. When he kills him, he pins him against the wall, then stabs him, and then of course he has that iconic moment where he just said Myers' work, And then of course there's that whole scene with the door frame when he's dressed as a ghost with Bob's glasses on, breathing heavily. That is, somewhat chilling and unsettling, and is creepy. I have to admit, I did find it a bit unsettling when I first saw that. But yeah, this has gone on to be an instant classic and has gained a dozen of sequels and rebooted timelines and that, which we will review throughout this series. I also like the quality of picture. Now, this film's done on a very low budget, but it works. John Carpenter made do with what he got, and he actually made it work, and he did a good job of this film, and he was never expecting it to be like a massive, he wasn't expecting this to be like a massive overnight success. So yeah, I mean, John Carpenter, he originally the title for this was originally The Babysitter Murders. At the end of the day, all they wanted to do was just make a film, a cheap, low-budget, independent film, and look where we are over 4 decades later. It's still talked about to this day. We still watch the films. My generation, we've all seen, we've all heard of it, we've all watched it. Yeah, it's just, the franchise itself is immortal. So, is there anything to dislike about this film? I don't think there is. I think it's paced nicely. This is a 90-minute film, 91 minutes long, so it shows that you don't need a big 2-hour film or whatever to entertain you. And it doesn't have a lot of kills in it. The kill count in this is probably Judith. Probably. I think the kill count is 6, 7. Judith Myers, the truck driver guy, the dog, Annie, Bob, Linda. That's all I can think of. But yes, I can't think of what to dislike. The cinematography, it's low, but it's effective. I think it works nicely. Okay, so final thoughts and ratings. What am I going to rate this? Yeah, I love this one to death, and I watch it every year around this time. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Halloween 1978. I'm going to give it. You know what? The hell with it. I'm giving it 5. 5 machetes out of 5. So that has been my... In fact, no. For Halloween films, I'm going to do butcher's knives. For Friday the 13th, I'm going to do machetes. And for Nightmare, I'm going to do bladed gloves. So, yeah. Rewind. So, yeah, I'm going to give Halloween 5 knives out of 5. So that has been my review for Halloween. And this has been 31 Day 1. So... be sure to tune in tomorrow where where our series will continue, where I'll be reviewing Friday the 13th. So, yes, that has been my, this has been 31 Day 1. Have you seen Halloween? I bet you have. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. And if you want to see 31 throughout the whole month, be sure to do so. So, yeah, that's it for this one. So until tomorrow, don't have nightmares.